All right, I think we're just about ready to get things rolling today. Welcome everybody to another edition of my Come Hang Out series of live streams. Today is episode number 65. 65 of these things. We're certainly going to have a lot of these under the belt once we, conclude these streams. I'm not sure at what number we will stop, but you know what? 65 is a pretty solid number. Thank you very much for the support throughout all of these streams. Hopefully we can get to 100 before, burnout happens or something else happens, but knock on wood. Hopefully that won't happen. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of my Come Hang Out live streams. As I said, episode number 65 today. Hello, everyone joining me in the chat. Today is January 19th. It is a Wednesday. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good Wednesday. First things first, just a quick disclaimer before we begin today's stream. I am still sick. I still have a cold. I don't think it's anything else besides just a common cold. So if I sound a little weird in today's video, or today's stream rather, if today's stream is kind of strange to listen to, that's probably why. Head's a little loopy, but you know what? We will continue onwards. We will keep on keeping on, as the kids say. Let's go over our streaming schedule really quick before we get any further into the stream. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. Always a good place to check for updates and whatnot. If you never, see me here during the designated streaming time, check out the community tab. There's probably an update there waiting for you guys. You guys want to do core pictures first? We can do core pictures. Got some core pictures ready to go. Ninjago core is always fun. I do have a water bottle here as well. Hopefully that will help with my throat and whatnot. And today we will just do a casual stream. Same as yesterday. I'm not feeling the best, so, just a normal casual stream. That sounds good to me. Might do something tomorrow if I'm feeling a little better. And obviously on Friday we have Ninjago trivia, so that will remain unchanged unless I don't stream on Friday, which, I'm not sure how I'm going to be feeling later this week. We'll just play it by ear. But yeah, guys, how you guys doing? What's been going on with you guys? Can we do a poll now or a little later? I mean, if you guys have ideas for polls, feel free to shoot some ideas in the chat. We can totally do a couple of polls throughout the duration of this stream. We still have a long time to go here. So yeah, feel free to suggest some poll ideas. So yeah, feel free to do just that. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. Ninjago news, I don't think we got anything new today. I don't think there's anything new in the Ninjago scene. At least I didn't see anything new when I woke up this morning. Moon Knight trailer, yeah, looks awesome. I'm excited to see the Moon Knight series. I think it's going to be awesome. Looks really cool. I really like the trailer. Can't wait for season 16 of Ninjago. Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be a really good season, especially considering the new set list. It looks pretty crazy. I'm excited to see what exactly this season is going to be all about. Will Golden Power return? Hopefully. Hopefully that eventually does happen. I mean, the sets are pretty much suggesting that Golden Power will make a comeback, so that'll be fun. Just got Lloyd's Titan Mech and Nia's Mech from the movie for $160. That's actually not too bad of a price for both of those, considering the Nia Mech is long retired, and the Titan Mech for Lloyd, I think that one is retired as well, right? Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Sounds like a pretty good deal. I have been buying a whole bunch of older Lego sets, specifically Hero Factory sets, because I'm trying to complete my collection. So, I've been shopping on eBay, Bricklink, stuff like that. It's been fun. So, yeah, I haven't really been trying to get a whole bunch of older Ninjago sets, though, but that'll come soon enough. Don't you guys worry. Let's see. Moon Knight thoughts. I think it looks cool. I don't know a whole lot about Moon Knight, the character. I don't really, read the comics and whatnot, but I am very much looking forward to the show. I think the show looks awesome. I love Oscar Isaac as an actor. I'm excited to see his Moon Knight, and Ethan Hawke is in there too. He looks pretty cool. Should you get the Zane's Titan Mech for $50? That's a good price for that set, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because what's the retail price for that? Isn't it usually like $60? It's a pretty good price if you can get it for $50. Yeah, I totally recommend it. What do you guys want to do for a poll here? Favorite Samurai X mech. All right, the original, Pixels, the Kaiju Protocol mech, or the Legacy mech. Okay, we can do that. That is a pretty good selection. Why don't we do that? Favorite Samurai X mech. Best Samurai X Mech. And again, guys, I apologize for my voice today. I am still pretty sick, so keep that in mind. Original, yes. And then we have Pixels. I'm just going to say Pixels' first one from Season 8, I think, is when she got that. The original was obviously from Season 1. When did she get the remake? In Season 11, or at least the bigger one? Pixels' new one. Let me just say that. Or you know what? I'll say second. What season did she get that in? Season 11? All right, neat. And what was the Legacy? Yes, the Legacy design. All right. I think we got that. I think that's right. Pretty sure.
Pizza time.
We have a $1.99 donation from Danny Boy. Thank you very much, Danny Boy. What is your question? Do I think Amazing Spider-Man 3 will happen? That's a good question. It's honestly hard to say. With No Way Home, I imagine a lot of you guys have seen the new Spider-Man at this point. It's been out for like a month. Obviously, following that, a lot of people really want Amazing Spider-Man 3. And I don't know if I necessarily want it. I mean, I think Andrew Garfield should be should have another chance to be Spider-Man. I thoroughly appreciated him in No Way Home. But, the other Amazing Spider-Man movies have not been fantastic. So I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on that. I think it will happen eventually. I will put money on that happening, but I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be good, but I think it will happen at some point. Yes. I just hope it's good. Thank you, Danny Boy, for the $1.99 donation. Feel free to vote for your favorite Samurai X mech in the chat as well. We have that poll ready to go. How am I feeling today? Not the best. It's kind of difficult to focus right now. So stream's a little weird today. Once again, I apologize. I'm still pretty sick. So I also just found out a couple of my family members have the Rona virus. So, hopefully they're doing okay. I don't live with my family, so, I'm about 2 hours away. Have not visited them in a hot minute, unfortunately. So, but yeah, that's basically how my day's been going. Is Waffle there? Where's Waffle? Yes, Waffle's on my bed sleeping. I don't know where Momo is. She's somewhere around here. Maybe she'll show up here in a little bit. She usually comes and visits during the day. Good Lord. My throat still hurts. Let's see. Can you buy from Bricklink without using PayPal? I think you can. I remember I used to use my credit card back when I first started buying from Bricklink, but it is much safer to use PayPal. I don't think you should give anyone your card number. That was a mistake that I made earlier in my Lego collecting career, so I'd recommend using PayPal. That's probably your safest bet. Midterms are canceled because of the corona. Nice. I mean, hopefully that's nothing too crazy, but midterms being canceled, I certainly would have enjoyed that. Favorite season? Season 4, not Sons of Garmadon. What am I saying? Season 4, Tournament of Elements. Like I said, my head is kind of loopy right now. I'm on a little bit of medication for my illness, so today's stream is going to be pretty weird, so I hope you guys are excited for that. If the rumor of the ninja being retired is true, then I think Ninjago will die. I mean, it's certainly going to shift things up a little bit if Ninjago does decide to retire the current lineup of ninja, replace them with something else entirely. I don't know. I think it would work to an extent. I think it's always good to have fresh faces in the Ninjago series, but I do agree, yes, it will very much shake up the Ninjago community. As I mentioned in my video today, it's probably going to be the biggest change that Ninjago would ever make, if that is going to happen. I don't know. I think it could work, but they just need to do it. They just need to do it right. So, lots of classes at my college have gone remote because COVID. Still all in person so far. Yeah, all of my classes are pretty much online as well for my college. So it's convenient for me, though. It means I don't have to actually physically go to campus. So I personally enjoy taking online classes. I think that's just more convenient for my current schedule.
Pizza time.
We have a $10 donation from Meher Dollywall. I butchered your name, my friend. I am so sorry. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. But thank you for the $10 donation. Asphira is my crush. Asphira is my crush. Asphira is your crush. You have interesting taste in women, my friend. I don't know if I personally enjoy Asphira that way, but I think she could be a good character if she were to, return one day. Maybe they could fix her up a little bit, make her a little bit more compelling of a character. But thank you very much for the $10 donation, and once again, I am so sorry. I totally butchered your name. I know I did. Excuse me. Ugh. I hate being sick. And it is a seasonal thing. Usually I get sick around this type of year too. I hate it. One of the reasons why I hate January so much. January is probably my least favorite month, in all honesty. If I don't mind, how old am I? I am 22, if I recall correctly. 22. But who knows? As I mentioned, I'm on a couple of medications, so I guess we'll figure that out. No, 22. I think I'm 22. Yeah, as I was talking about, though, I don't like January. It's just really bad for YouTube in general. Ad rates are down during the month of January. It's not very good for my job. I hate the movie season for January. Usually January is like the dumping ground for movies and whatnot. So January, the weather's really dry and cold. It's just awful. I hate January. Let's take a look at the poll that we have here. The original is winning, surprisingly. I actually think that Pixel's second mech is probably the best one. I'm hoping that the Samurai mech that we have listed for the summertime wave, I'm hoping that that's that one. I'm hoping we can actually get a set for the new Pixel mech. I hope so, at least. And of course, Legacy. No one votes for Legacy. I don't blame you guys. Only 7% of the people voted for Legacy. I do not blame you guys at all for not liking that one. It's honestly one of the Legacy sets that is a big downgrade to the original. Plot twist, Tanner's actually 50 years old, just has memory problems. Yes, I'm 50 years old on the inside. Some days I feel like that. Asphira is cool, but have you seen her servants, though? Servant. Who's her servant? What's his name? Char? Yeah, Char's pretty cool. Char's alright. Do I like Season 13? Yeah, totally. I think Season 13 is pretty cool. Really like that season. It's probably my third favorite season. If I had to give it a ranking, it's probably my third favorite. Right behind Sons of Garmadon and Tournament, which, Tournament's my favorite. Sons of Garmadon is my second favorite. And Master of the Mountain is my third favorite. So, yeah, Legacy Samurai X is a ripoff. I think it's actually a pretty good set, all things considered. It's a nice small little mech. It's just a big downgrade to the original, but I think you do get what you pay for. I think it costed, what, $10 when it came out? That's a pretty good price for that mech. But I think something like Zane's Power-Up Mech Evo from the new Core Wave, that is an infinitely better $10 mech. Unless the Samurai mech was a little bit more expensive, why do I think it's $13 now? Whatever it was, I thought it was pretty good value. Never actually got it, though, because, as I mentioned, it's basically a downgrade to the original. Zane made me sick. Probably. Usually it's the weather, my allergies and whatnot. I hate January, man. I hate the weather so much. Just full of hatred and anger today. Prime Empire is pretty good. Yeah, I agree. Prime Empire is pretty good. It's not the best season I've ever seen, but it's also not the worst. To me, Prime Empire is right in the middle. So, it's alright. Have I seen the Lego Ideas at an Edna's Junkyard? I have not, but that does sound pretty cool. I'm hoping that one day maybe a Ninjago set will, get through the Ideas system. What's the most recent Ideas set? Is that the Globe? Or is the Globe something else? Because they just announced the Lego Globe, and it looks kind of cool. But I don't know if that's Ideas or not. I cannot remember. Hate January and March. Yeah, March isn't too bad. February at least is a little shorter, so I can kind of get through February easy enough. I think my favorite months are usually September, October, November. I think that time of year is my favorite. I like the fall weather, especially from where I'm originally from. Upper Michigan, yes, the fall weather is glorious up there. Would I buy the Junkyard? If they made a Junkyard set, I would consider buying it, yeah. I think what I want to see most from Ninjago is a Borg Tower set. Eventually. That'd be nice. I hope we get that at some point in time. Supposed to get more snow tomorrow. I'm already sick of it. Oh, I feel that. I'm sick of digging out my car every time it snows. I understand wholeheartedly what that's like. I gotta go start my car every now and then for fear that it's just gonna die from being out in the snow constantly. I don't have a garage that I can just pull into, so it just kind of sits out there in the driveway. But I take care of my car. Slap a Decepticon symbol on the side of it, and we are good to go. Uh, favorite Lego set in general. Out of all of the Lego sets that I've collected, I would still say the Destiny's Bounty from the movie is my favorite one. I don't think any other set from any other theme has basically surpassed that in my opinion. I think that's the best Lego set that I currently own in my collection, or that I've ever owned at some point in time. I wonder if that's the real Mr. Beast. Probably not. Oh my god, is that Mr. Beast? Dude, I love Mr. Beast. The Mr. Beast burger. It's the most delicious burger I've ever eaten in my life. I've actually never had the Mr. Beast burger. If you and Waffle are stranded on an island, who would be the first to go? I'd let Waffle eat me. I would sacrifice my mortal body for Waffle. I'm not gonna eat Waffle, but I'll let her eat me. How about that? Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say that. I would sacrifice myself. Lay down in the sand and let the earth slowly reclaim me. Who's my favorite elemental master, not including the ninjas? If we're not including the ninja, I mean, Skylar is pretty cool, and she's technically not a ninja just now. So, you know, I'd say maybe Skylar. Otherwise, Master of the Mind, Nero, he's pretty cool. Karloff is always fun. Big teddy bear, as I've said many times before. Karloff is awesome. Big metal teddy bear. Can't really go wrong with Karloff. If that's the real Mr. Beast, then I'm the real Vex. I just assume that everybody in the chat is the real person that they're claiming to be, especially during my cahoots, man. We've had so many celebrities that are totally the real celebrities, by the way, not just people with their names. No. These are the real celebrities joining my Ninjago cahoots every single week. Or at least that's what I like to tell my friends. Make them jealous. Hey, man, guess what Tom Holland did this weekend? Joined up with my Ninjago quiz. It's awesome. He participated, man. I swear that's the real Tom Holland. It's more like Tom Holland, you know. It is what it is. How would I react to a return of Mr. E? I think Mr. E coming back would be fun. I feel like he went away way too quickly. He should probably return at some point. But, you know, it's not a requirement. I think he should return, but if he doesn't, I'm not going to be super messed up about that. I think he does have a lot of potential, though. So, if he does return, I would totally be okay with that. He's a pretty cool character. Let's see. Do I like Golden Power? Yeah, Golden Power is cool. I want it to come back at some point. So. Edit Enda's Junkyard submitted by Generic Stud. You can search it up and give your rating on it. I might have to look into that. Yeah, I didn't know that was his creation. I don't really check into his stuff very often. So, it does sound like a pretty cool set, though. I'll probably have to look it up after stream. Bring Echo Zane back. Yeah, I feel bad that he's still probably just in that lighthouse somewhere, just waiting for some type of help or rescue. Nia can be annoying at times. Yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from. Nia, for the longest time, was my least favorite ninja, but I feel like she's been a lot better in the recent seasons. I think that nowadays she's actually improved a little bit more in terms of her character, and she's not as obnoxious as she might have been in earlier seasons. Yeah, Nia's actually pretty cool now, so I kind of agree with that. I can see where you're coming from. He's just rusting away in the lighthouse's basement. Poor Echo Zane. Someone's got to go pick him up. And it's not like they don't know about him. Like, Jay and Nia still remember Skybound at least. So, like, come on. Like, go pick him up. What are you guys waiting for? He's still just sitting out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Mr. Feast. Oh, of course. Yes, not Mr. Beast, but Mr. Feast. Not having the best day, so hoping this will cheer me up. Well, hey, welcome. Glad you could join us. I'm sorry your day's not going very well. Hopefully it gets better. We're just kind of hanging out today, just kind of chit-chatting, talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm still very sick, so today's stream isn't going to be the most fantastic thing out there, so apologies in advance. But I'm glad that you were able to join us here today. Hopefully your day gets better. I feel like Nia had too much of that I'm tough even though I'm a girl vibe. Yeah, I don't think like gender should make up your identity. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Nia's strong because she's a girl. She's strong because she's strong. You know what I'm saying? She's strong in other ways. Being a girl doesn't make her strong, and I think they relied too much on that during some of the earlier seasons. Like, oh, she's the girl ninja. She's just a ninja, you know? At least that's just how I see it. I think you can be strong without making it all about gender. I guess that's just my thoughts on that matter. As I said, though, Nia's a lot better nowadays. I find her character to have improved a lot, so she's not really like that anymore. So, you know. Let's see. What else do we got here? Least favorite movie? I don't know, man. I've seen some pretty dumb movies in my day. The original Suicide Squad is awful. I hate that movie so much. The new one is so much better. Have ever bought fake Lego? Yeah, I've purchased fake Lego both intentionally and unintentionally. I got a fake Nia figure from some dude in New Orleans when I visited there at a flea market, so that was fun. I knew it was fake, but I wanted to get it for a video, which I did end up making. And then I bought a Zane figure off of eBay, a Skybound Zane figure, and when the figure showed up, it was fake. So I put in a negative review, hey, this is a fake figure. And then he replied, what do you mean it's a fake figure? I'm like, come on, it's a fake figure. I have the figure here to prove it. This is not authentic Lego. So yes, I have purchased fake Lego, both intentionally and unintentionally. Hold on 1 second, guys. I am going to blow my nose quick, but I'm going to mute my microphone so you don't have to listen to that. Just hold on 1 second. Okie dokie. I think we're all good now. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Obviously, I'm still a little sick, so we might have to take a couple of those breaks throughout the stream. Nose blowing ASMR. Nah, I'm not gonna make you guys listen to that. I actually like you guys. I don't hate you guys enough to, blow my nose into the microphone. That's just gross, man. No, I want to spare you guys that torture. Have I ever gotten ripped off on Bricklink? Not so much ripped off, but sometimes, since Bricklink is managed by, real life people, obviously human error will come into play here. So sometimes I get the wrong pieces, sometimes the order is missing a piece. All you got to do is get in contact with the seller and they will make that right. So, I wouldn't say I've gotten ripped off ever on Bricklink, because a lot of the people that operate on Bricklink are, Lego fans. So they understand the struggle. They understand that we just want to collect things. Season 12 pictures? Yeah, we've been stuck on Ninjago Core for a while. Maybe we should switch it up a little bit. Let's also end off the Samurai Mech poll. We've been stuck on this for like 16 minutes. My goodness. Apologies. Kind of losing track of time here. Let's see. Who won the Samurai X poll? The original Mech won, followed by Pixel's second, Pixel's first, and Legacy. I agree. I think Pixel's second Mech is better than the first one. It's just beefier. It's better. Best Ninjago short out of any short. I really like Golden Hour. I think that's probably my favorite Ninjago short that's ever existed. Golden Hour is awesome. It pretty much ties up any loose ends that we had in between season 7 and 8. I just think it's really cool. Really awesome. Have I seen Peacemaker? Yes, I have seen Peacemaker. Or at least the episodes that we have right now. I think we're getting a new episode tomorrow, right? For Peacemaker? I think it's awesome. Really funny show. John Cena's awesome as Peacemaker. If you guys have not seen it, I would recommend it. The only thing is, Peacemaker is very adult. It's very, very, very graphic, very vulgar. Lots of adult situations and stuff like that. So if you guys are kind of on the younger side, maybe don't watch Peacemaker. Otherwise, I would recommend it. It's really funny. I'm looking forward to the new episode tomorrow. So, let's see. Have I watched Cobra Kai? I have not. I have not watched Cobra Kai. I will pay you to eat an entire Lego brick. I don't know if I'd be willing to do that. Lego bricks, in my experience, are not very chewable. So, and I don't feel like swallowing a Lego brick just to get some money. I feel like the trip to the emergency room, I don't think that would cover that. So, probably not going to do that. But I do appreciate the offer. Should I buy the Fire Temple sealed? How much is it going for? Because it kind of depends on the price. I think for the Fire Temple, I would pay up to maybe $200 for a sealed Fire Temple, because I think the set was originally $120. So I'd say $200 is a pretty good value. Anything above that, I'd be a little hesitant about personally for my own collection. Okay, but hear me out, a Lego brick cake. See, that I can get down with, actually. I think that'd be cool if somebody made like a cake in the shape of a Lego stud. That'd be awesome. Or like a Lego brick even, like a 2x4. That'd be ideal. I'd eat that. Just eat a stud. Nah. That's why some Lego figures have like the holes in the heads, like at the connection point. It's so that if kids swallow it, they'll still be able to breathe through the head. Have I seen the Dark Knight trilogy? Yes, I have. I think that the Dark Knight is obviously the best of the three. I think then I would rank them I don't know. I think Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises are pretty much on par with each other. They both have issues, but they're also not terrible. So, but the Dark Knight is still my favorite of the three. To me personally, that's the best one. Where do you get these pictures from? Just going through the trailers, going through some episodes, taking screenshots, and putting them into my streaming software. It's pretty easy to do, pretty self-explanatory. Do I have any of the Ninjago magazines? I do not, because in my country we do not get those. I know in like some European countries, I think Ninjago magazines are a very common thing, and usually they come with minifigures. We don't get that here. We don't get that luxury here, unfortunately. I do want to get some of those magazines though, because they do look pretty cool. Kind of wish I lived in a country that, is offered that luxury. Must be nice. How many pieces do I think the Golden Dragon should be, or how many pieces do I think it will be? I hope it's a good amount of pieces. If it's, it's pretty expensive, so I would hope we would get a fair amount of pieces with it. Ideally, I think that it would come with a Golden Dragon, which would be a pretty sizable Golden Dragon, and then maybe a couple of other side builds. I think that would make for a pretty fantastic Golden Dragon set. I just hope it's worth the price, which, for Ninjago, that's very common. Ninjago usually has very good value when it comes to price for part ratios and whatnot. So, yeah. Season 9 pictures? Sure. Season 9. Move to England? We get the Ninjago magazines? Maybe. Perhaps. That could be interesting, moving to England. Be an English citizen. I think that could be fun. I've never been to England, though. Didn't even know they made Ninjago magazines. Oh yeah, they usually come out with Ninjago magazines. I think it's like once a month, I think they come out with them. Obviously not in the US, which is where I live, so unfortunately we don't get them. But yeah, I think it's like a monthly thing, right? And usually they come with a minifigure, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen some people selling the magazines around, and some of the figures you can buy for pretty cheap on Bricklink, actually. That's how I got my Iron Baron minifigure. Bought it from one of those magazines. So, I just don't own any of the actual magazines. Which Ninjago core set would I buy a second copy of? A second copy, maybe one of the smaller mechs, maybe like Zane's power-up mech or something like that, just to get more of those elbow/knee pieces. Those are always fun to collect, and those are always fantastic to play with and mock with or whatever. So, what do I think about a Speedway 5 billion set? I mean, we kind of got that in the form of like vehicles when the Prime Empire set wave came out. But yeah, I think if they made like a full-on racetrack, that could be really cool. Maybe that should have been like the biggest Prime Empire set instead of, what is it? The Temple of Madness, or is it something else? I cannot remember. Would I do a giveaway for one of the Ninjago core sets? I mean, giveaways are always fun to do. I think the last time we did a giveaway was for 100,000, right? Maybe. We're almost at 5,000 followers on my Instagram, so maybe once we hit 5,000 followers, we can do a giveaway on there. That could be fun, right? Haven't done an Instagram giveaway in quite some time. So if you have not followed me on Instagram just yet, link in the description. Maybe once we hit 5,000, I'll do a Ninjago giveaway on there. Maybe we'll give away one of the smaller core sets. I think that could be fun. Let's see. Lego brick stomach removal surgery, hospital bill $3,700. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah, feel free to follow me if you have not done so just yet. Link in the description. Follow me on Instagram. Once we hit 5K, maybe I'll do a giveaway over there. What are we at right now? Let me go check my Instagram. Let's see. We are at 4,916. So about 84 more followers. Let's see if we can do that at some point. Will Film or Wild Brain? That's a good idea. Let's do that for a poll. You guys have been asking for polls. Let's do that. You know what? I'm going to add a third option on here. There. Let's see. If I could spell, that'd be nice. Let's see. Will Film and Wild Brain. Formerly known as DHX Media for some reason. Let's see. Let's favorite anime. If I could spell, that'd be nice. Favorite animation. Oh my goodness, I cannot spell to save my life. I need complete focus here. Let's see. All right, I think that's good. Sorry about like the little bit of a delay there with the commentary. I just need a complete focus in trying to figure out how to spell animation. For some reason, my brain was like flipping on me. Yeah, feel free to vote for your favorite animation studio of those two. Or even the third option, you know? That's what I personally would vote for. Do I wear glasses? Yeah, I wear glasses. Not all the time. I can like legally drive without my glasses and whatnot. But yeah, my eyesight is not perfect, and I often do wear glasses whenever I'm just, working on stuff. But, usually I tend to not wear glasses all that much. I probably should wear them more often. But yes, I should be technically wearing glasses. I'm wearing them right now, so I can read chat. So I feel old. Oh, hold on. Let me just get my glasses really quick so I can read the chat. I'm not 22 after all. I'm like 60. You could do the giveaway of the swallowed Lego brick. You know what's messed up? There'd probably be some weird people that would probably buy that, Like, hey, this Lego brick went through my body. Enjoy. There'd be someone that would buy that. I guarantee it. It's messed up. It's messed up. Pain with wearing masks. Yeah, I've had that happen a lot too. I always wear my mask outside or whatever whenever I'm at a store or whatever. And yeah, usually I don't really wear my glasses when I'm wearing my mask. So, because they just fog up. So I opt to go for the mask. It's a noble sacrifice. Yes, I am 22. 22 years of age. I'm rather old. I will die soon. What if the ninja got transported to the future? That could make for an interesting storyline. I think it would be cool if they, got transported to the future and it's just all destroyed. Like Ninjago's completely obliterated. That could be interesting. Let me grab my reading glasses. Yes, let me grab my reading glasses so I can read this bill that I got in the mail earlier today. Yeah, I got a bill earlier today from my school. I owe them some money, which isn't fun, but I get paid here in a couple of days, so I'll be able to pay that off. It's messed up, man. I want to keep my money. I don't want to give it to my school. You're not that old. Yeah, but sometimes I feel old. Season 3 pictures? Sure. Golden Legend did that? Yeah, something like that. I think Golden Legend has a really cool atmosphere, like a destroyed apocalyptic Ninjago. That'd be awesome. Poll idea, have you searched Ninjago Nia? No, do not search Ninjago Nia. Do not go on Google and type in Ninjago Nia. That is one of the worst things that anybody could do. You're all whippersnappers. Ah, yes, of course. All y'all young whippersnappers and your fancy iPhones. Am I an animal person? Yeah, I've been around pets my entire life. I've had, when I was born, my family had a couple of dogs, a couple of cats, and right now I have 2 cats currently. So, yes, I love animals. I love animals and pets and whatnot. I can't remember if there's a point in my life where I've never had a pet. So, I think I've always had some type of pet. Tempted to do it now. Why did you say something? I mean, go for it if you really want to, but you're about to see some pretty interesting images. Let's just leave it at that. If you decide to go on Google Images and search up Ninjago Nia, you're gonna find some weird stuff. Just fair warning. Just warning you in advance. Can't take it back. I told you not to. Okay, Ninjago with the $4.99. Thank you very much. In my opinion, which season is the best for Lloyd? I actually think in terms of like the better Lloyd seasons.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Maybe for Lloyd, I'd honestly say Sons of Garmadon and Hunted to, combine those two. I think that story for Lloyd is excellent because of the relationship with Garmadon. Garmadon came back, obviously, in his evil form, and it was interesting to see how that affected Lloyd. I'd say Season 8 or even Season 9. I think that's the better season, or some of the better seasons for Lloyd and his character. But thank you very much. Okay, Ninjago for the $4.99. Once again, always appreciated. 220 years old. Yes, of course. I've been alive for centuries. I'm just an immortal being. I'm one of the Eternals, if you will. You guys know how it goes. Favorite ninja? Cole. Cole is my favorite ninja. Would I buy Dareth's Mojo Dojo? Probably not. Dareth isn't my favorite character out there. And the Mojo Dojo, if that were to be a set, I don't know if I'd buy it. Just kind of depends on maybe what figures came with it if it were to exist. So, cannot unsee it. Hell yeah. Once you've seen it, you cannot unsee it. It's usually how it goes. Let's see. Got to be careful with college decisions. Staying on campus is expensive. Yeah, that was one of the big reasons why I decided to transfer schools. I was living on campus, and yeah, that just got way too expensive. And I was like, you know what? I am not going to go here anymore because I don't feel like selling a kidney to get a degree. So I decided to transfer schools to a cheaper option, and it's obviously more convenient too for me. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of my classes are online because of the coronavirus, and it's easy to do classes online at your own pace as opposed to driving to campus every single day to attend a class for an hour and a half. One of my favorite classes when I used to go to my other school, though, was my film class. That class was awesome. It was 3 hours long. It was a 3-hour film class, but usually that's just because we screened a movie during that. We would always watch a movie and then discuss it. It was really cool. That's why it was 3 hours long. 2 hours to watch the movie, an hour to discuss it. It was a pretty cool class. It was actually really fun. So, worst teacher I've ever had. I can't recall like a specific teacher that I thought was just downright terrible, but in terms of like my school experience and whatnot, I think that the worst teachers that I had were always the ones that were like the least motivated to actually be there. You can tell when a teacher doesn't want to be there. You can tell when a teacher, just doesn't care, which I think is unfortunate. Those were probably my least favorite ones. Teachers that just did not care. So I'd say that. I'd say just those types of teachers. You can pretty much tell when there's a teacher that's just kind of phoning it in, that's just there for the paycheck. I don't know. I think teachers should be more engaging with their students. What am I studying in school right now? I'm currently going for a degree in marketing. So that's what I'm working towards right now. Scheduled to graduate at some point this year, which is always going to be fun. It's always fun. Sometime this year I'll be graduated with my degree in marketing. Hope to get a job at some point in the marketing career field. That'd be nice. Favorite core short so far? I prefer the balanced short as opposed to the curiosity one, but there's only 2 of them right now, so you can't really rank them. We're still missing like 4 of them, but I will say yes, I do really enjoy the balanced short. That one is much better than the curiosity one. So hate teachers that don't teach. Yeah, I feel that. You can tell when people just don't want to be invested in the class, especially teachers. Yeah, that was one thing that I really enjoyed about my first school that I went to, my first college. The teachers there actually cared. They actually put in effort. It was always really fun, except some of my early morning classes, but everybody was just kind of out of it in the early morning. I had an 8 a.m. class, and that was one of the worst classes that I think I've ever taken, because getting up at 8 a.m. sounds a lot more difficult than it sounds a lot easier than it actually is. It was very dreadful. I hated that class. Was not happy with that class, but it was always fun, being there and actually taking it. It was just the process of getting up and walking to class that was just painful. Of the old designs, who was my least favorite? My least favorite of the older designs, Nia's design was pretty generic. Zane's design was kind of cool, but also kind of generic. I don't know. I think out of the original Ninja, I'd probably say Nia had the worst original design. It's not to say it's bad, it's just kind of boring. That's why I really enjoy the new designs, because they actually step them up a little bit, They're not boring anymore. They have their own individual identities now. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the older designs. I think the new designs do a lot more for the characters, personally. Have to wake up at 6 a.m. for school. Yeah, I could never do that, man. I could never do that. Purposely built my college schedule so I wouldn't have 8 a.m. classes. Yeah, I started doing that afterwards too, because my initial thought process was, maybe an 8 a.m. class wouldn't be too bad. But boy, was I mistaken. Never took an 8 a.m. class again. Worst decision of my college career. How we doing on the poll here? We've had this one up for a while. I think we can pretty much conclude this poll right here. Favorite animation studio for Ninjago? The option that won was both of them. They are both cool, which I agree with. Both of them have their perks. Both of them have their weaknesses and their strengths. I think that both WillFilm and WildBrain did a lot for the Ninjago series. So I'm very much happy with that outcome for that poll. Best Ninjago ship? Sure, why don't we do that one? That might be the last poll that we do for today's stream. Let's see. Best Ninjago ship. Who do we got for the ships? Who are we shipping? Let's do Kai and Skylar. Let's do Zane and Pixel. as per usual. Let's do Jay and Nia. Obviously, get the obvious one out of the way. And what should we do for the last one? What should we do for the last one? Cole and Vanya? Okay. We can do that. We can do the Cole and Vanya. Alrighty. There we go. Green Flame? Yes, underrated. Underrated ship right there. A lot of people have an issue with Green Flame. I don't know, man. I personally don't think it's all that bad. I prefer Bruise, though.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. We have a $1.99 donation from Jose. Thank you very much. Smash or pass, Lily. Out of respect for the departed Lily, I'm going to have to say pass. Though she is rather beautiful. I will say that. But, you know, she's also long departed, so it's kind of difficult to discuss that kind of stuff. But thank you very much, Jose, for the $1.99. Always appreciated, but I'm going to have to say pass. Me personally, of course. Yeah, I don't mind Green Flame all that much. I prefer Bruise, though. Bruise is the superior ship. I like Cole and Jay together. It's not going to happen ever, but, you know, I think they would be cute together. Just my personal thoughts on that. Let's see. We see a lot of Jay and Nia than any other Ninjago ship. Yeah, there's a reason for that. They're pretty much the OG Ninjago couple. I think they're probably one of the better ones, too. They're probably my favorite couple. Did I frame those Maya pictures? I did not. I think those went in the trash immediately. Those were just printed for a joke for that Lloyd Mech video. I do not know where that went. I'm pretty sure they're in the trash. I gotta take out trash later today, so if I find them, maybe I will recover them. I don't know. Cannot say. Big fan of Cole and Vanya. Yeah, their ship is pretty cool too. I think they would be good together if Vanya returns, which of course she did during Seabound, but we need to see more of her. I think it would be cool to see more of Vanya and Cole together. Hands of Time pictures? Sure. Sure thing. Do I prefer purple Pythor or white Pythor? Ooh, good question. I think both of the Pythors are pretty cool. I think white Pythor, though, I remember that hitting hard when he was revealed to be the mysterious stranger during Season 3. I like white Pythor. I think white Pythor is probably the best one. The best of the Pythors, in my opinion. Where's the Ultra Combo Mech review? I'm trying to work on those reviews. I probably won't get to any reviews today. Or this week because I'm still sick, but maybe next week we will do the reviews some more because I still have to review the Ultra Combo Mech and the Legendary Dragon. My plan was to do them this week, but with how I'm feeling right now, I probably will not get to them until next week. So apologies for the delay in the reviews. We will get to them before the end of the month. That's for sure. So, you know, just kind of sick right now. I can only do so much, and those review videos take a very long time to make. So I haven't really had the energy to tackle those two sets just yet. But hopefully we will get to them very soon. Very soon. Let's see. Who's the coolest looking ninja? Right now I'd say probably Cole, actually. I think Cole's design is really cool. I think Cole's is awesome. I like his new design. He's probably the coolest looking of the entire ninja cast, especially with his man bun hair whenever that happens. That's always awesome. The Island, for example. One of my favorite Cole designs. Let's see. Whew. All right. What else do we got here? We only have 10 minutes left in the stream. How about that? Stream went by pretty quick today. After stream, I'm going to lay down for a little bit. Rest my noggin. Rest my head. Favorite Lego TV show, like Chima, Ninjago, Nexo Knights out of those three? Probably Ninjago, honestly. I think Ninjago's the best of those three. Should be pretty obvious. But Chima and Nexo Knights, I don't hate those ideas. I don't hate those concepts. I just haven't seen too much of those shows to say anything about them, you know? I think that Chima has a really good idea going for it, you know? Same with Nexo Knights. But I just haven't really been invested in those shows as much as I've been invested in Ninjago, obviously. I think Ninjago's the best one. When do I think Ninjago is ending? Hopefully not anytime soon. I think Ninjago it'll probably be a while before Ninjago ends. It's still a very profitable series for LEGO. It might not be LEGO's most profitable series that they have going right now, but it's still pretty profitable. It's too profitable for LEGO to just completely abandon it. So, you know. What Hogwarts house am I? I am not a big Harry Potter guy, so I do not know. But let me know if you guys are Harry Potter fans, what house you would put me in. The only one that I remember is Hufflepuff, so maybe that one. I like that name. Hufflepuffs. Hufflepuffles? Hufflepuffs. Let me know. I'm not a big Harry Potter guy. I've seen the movies, though. Have not read the books. Have I considered building a build stream, like live streaming while building? I have considered that, and with building streams, I'm not sure if that's something that I personally would do necessarily. And here's why. I think that that building Lego sets is personally something that I just want to do for myself. Whenever I get a new set, it's always fun to just relax and, just build the set, just peacefully listening to music or watching something. I think if I were to stream that would kind of take away from that experience to me personally. So I prefer to build Lego sets on my own. I just find it to be peaceful and calming, and I've considered doing build streams, but I don't think I would ever do one for real, I get the appeal in build streams, but I just kind of I just would like to build it for myself, With like these types of streams, though, it's fun to talk with you guys. I think if you're streaming, you should probably prioritize the audience, which, I tend to do here, talking directly to you guys. So, that's my stance on build streams. I get why people do that, but to me, it's just not necessarily something that I want to do, I guess. How could you tell if a Bricklink seller is trustworthy? Check out their reviews. If they have pretty good reviews, I'd say they're probably worth buying from. Also, if they have a large inventory, I find that those people are more reliable because obviously if they have a larger inventory, it's probably a bigger Lego fan. So I think they understand the struggle of Lego collectors. So yeah, just check out their reviews. Same goes for websites like eBay, Mercari, stuff like that. Can we do the Kahoots? Kahoots are always on Fridays, everybody. Trivia is always on Fridays. And plus, even if I wanted to do a Kahoot right now, we couldn't because there's only 8 minutes left in the stream. So we will do a Kahoot on Friday when Ninjago Trivia is, upon us, when it's the Ninjago Trivia season. Yeah, their feedback ratings. Yeah, check out their reviews. Do they have good feedback? If they do, you're probably buying from a pretty reasonable seller. For you, it's Thursday. Yeah, for me, it's still Wednesday. Wednesday night here. I still got to do garbage today, man. Yeah, I got to do my garbage because garbage pickup is tomorrow. I'll probably do that at some point tonight. Hopefully I don't disturb the neighbors going down there at midnight and trying to take away the garbage. What are my favorite kinds of videos to make? My favorite videos to make are like the longer video essay style videos. I really enjoy making theories as well. Any type of theory or speculation that I can cover, that's always fun for me because I get to explore creativity and just explore what could be. It's always fun to speculate. I also enjoy making analysis videos on trailers or even sets. Whenever they announce new sets, it's fun to look at the pictures and analyze them. I'd say those types of videos are probably my favorite ones. My least favorite types of videos to make are probably the reviews, just because I'm not a big review guy. I don't review Lego sets very often. My channel is not dependent on Lego set reviews, so I tend to find those videos to be a little bit more difficult, and usually those videos don't really pay off. So those are probably my least favorite ones to do. Season 4 background? Sure. Otherwise, yeah, my favorite videos are probably the theory ones. I like making Ninjago theories. It's ice to see you, Batman. Why does Google Chrome hate you? That's a good question. I don't know what I did to Google Chrome. Hopefully, or today it's been doing pretty well. Yesterday we had some issues. After stream got done, we had a lot of issues with Google Chrome. Had to restart my computer about 6 different times before it finally worked. Have no idea what that's about. So, favorite Ninjago Season 16 set. I mean, considering how we don't have images just yet, just judging off the names, I think the Golden Dragon is going to be my favorite one. I think so. I think that one might be my favorite one from this new wave. I hope it actually looks good though. Hopefully it's not disappointing. Run a virus scan. Yeah, I might have to. That's not a bad idea. Let's see. Which Ninjago season has the best animation? Which has the worst? Best, probably Season 8, Season 9, Season 10. The Oni trilogy had fantastic animation. Worst, maybe Hands of Time. Hands of Time had some pretty rough animation. It's just because Hands of Time had a lot of production issues and whatnot, so it makes sense. I'm not going to really fault Hands of Time for that, but it is kind of distracting whenever you're watching the season. It's hard not to notice the animation mistakes and whatnot. So, you know. Do I think we should have gotten Dr. Saunders in the Ninjago City Gardens? I could kind of do without Dr. Saunders, honestly. I'm not upset that we didn't get him in the City Gardens, but if he were to be included, yeah, I wouldn't really complain, but he's not like a necessary figure to have, you know? We kind of have a Dr. Saunders figure in the form of Crux's minifigure. I think the alternate face is Dr. Saunders, so we kind of have that figure. I get what you're saying, though. I don't know if that would be a necessary figure to get, though, personally. Hands of Time had Hands of Time had weird animation, and it was very gray. Yes, I agree. Very, very strange animation. Everything looked super shiny for some reason. It looked very weird. Non-textured. Let's just leave it at that. Let's see. How we doing on the poll here? Yeah, we could probably end off the poll here. It's obvious who's going to win. Jay and Nia have almost half of the votes, so, you know, congratulations, Jay and Nia fans. You guys have won the poll. Otherwise, in second place, we had Kai and Skylar. Zane and Pixel came in third, and Cole and Vanya came in last place. Unfortunately, I like their ship a lot. Honestly, I think that's how I would rank them too, personally. Favorite to least favorite. Not too shabby. Moro x Harumi. I think they could work if they were to ever meet. Seems like they'd be pretty perfect for each other, not gonna lie. Which Pixel minifigure is my favorite? I like the new one from Core. I think that one looks awesome. I like the faces as well that the Pixel figure comes with. It's really cool. What if Ninjago was discontinued in 2013? What would I do? I don't know where I'd be if Ninjago hadn't made a comeback. I do not know if I'd even have a YouTube channel. That's a good question. If Ninjago had originally ended when it was supposed to end, I'm not sure where I would be or what I would be doing, if I even would still be making YouTube videos. That's a good question. In an alternate universe, that happened. I wonder what that version of me is doing. Who's to say? They've probably already met in the Departed realm. That's true. That's true. Maybe we will see them together one day. Who's to say? Lloyd and Akita. Yeah, that's a pretty good ship too. I'd say out of all of the Lloyd ships, that one's probably my favorite one. Lloyd and Harumi is pretty cool too. I think they could have made things work if they really wanted to. What if Zane had stayed dead in season 4? Then the future of Ninjago would be very different. I mean, the Ice Emperor stuff would have never happened. A lot of the stuff involving Zane would be a little bit different. That's interesting to think about too. I wonder how long Ninjago would have lasted if Zane had stayed dead. Do you think they would have replaced Zane with a different Nindroid? It's a difficult question to answer. With only a couple of minutes left in today's stream, though, let's turn things over to rapid fire questions. We might end things off a little bit early today because, again, I'm not feeling super great, so, you know, we'll see how it goes. We probably won't run for the full amount of time here, but let's answer some questions before we conclude things today. Let's get some rapid fire questions out of here. Let's get some of those done and over with so we can conclude today's stream. Let's see, where should we start here? If Cole didn't have Earth, what power would he have? Maybe fire. I could see Cole having the fire element. It's kind of similar to Earth, but I'd say fire might fit Cole's personality. I think that could work out very well. Should you rewatch all of Ninjago? Sure, why not? Like, why not, right? Could always be fun. What's it like to have a channel? It's a lot of work, but it is fun work. You know, I'm happy with what I do. I'm happy to actually like the career that I have right now, and I'm very fortunate to be in this position. So, it's all thanks to you guys. Thank you very much for getting me here. Always appreciated. Which Golden Weapon vehicle is the best? Let's see. I really like the Stormfighter. I think the Stormfighter is probably my favorite one, personally. If Kai didn't have fire, what element would he have? Maybe water. It'd be cool to see Kai with the water element. Kind of switch him with Nia, maybe. Give Nia fire, give Kai water. That could be interesting. Favorite season? Season 4. Season 4 of Ninjago. Will I ever do a Ninjago giveaway? Yeah, we've done giveaways a lot of times in the past. I mentioned earlier in today's stream, maybe we will do a giveaway on Instagram once we hit 5,000 followers. So if you haven't followed my Instagram yet, feel free to do so. If we hit 5,000, maybe we will do a giveaway. So, what am I in school for? Marketing. Marketing is what I'm in school for right now. Which ninja is my least favorite? Right now, probably Kai. Nothing against Kai personally, he just so happens to be my least favorite character. One of them has to be my least favorite, right? Probably Kai, personally. What if Ninjago was on the Disney Channel? Isn't it on the Disney Channel in some countries? I thought it was on Disney XD for some territories. I'm not sure if that's the Disney Channel or if that's something different. I don't know. Ninjago doesn't seem like a Disney property to me personally. Season 11 pictures. Yeah, we could probably end on season 11 here for a little bit. Probably conclude on season 11. Funniest villain? Probably Chen. I think Chen's awesome. Really funny. Or maybe even Garmadon, you know? Garmadon's funny, especially in season 10. Order the Temple of Light today. Nice. Not a bad set. I really like the golden mech from the Temple of Light. It's always fun. What if Day of the Departed was 2 episodes? The way the endings, that way endings would have been pushed to episode 100. I think if Day of the Departed was longer, it could have benefited from that longer length. I think Day of the Departed's biggest problem is that they tried to cram too much into a small 45-minute chunk of Ninjago content. The idea would work fantastic as a season, in my opinion. So, you know. Who would be the better Green Ninja? Lloyd. Lloyd's the Green Ninja through and through. If Kai were to be the Green Ninja, I'm not sure how much I would enjoy that. I think out of the original 4, Kai was probably the most likely, but I'm not sure how I would feel about Kai being the Green Ninja. Let's answer one more question before we wrap things up today. Let's answer one more question. Going to be ending things off a little bit early today just because I'm not feeling the best, so we're going to be concluding things pretty quickly here, but let's get one more question under the belt before we conclude today's live stream. I'm going to take a sip of my water in the meantime, stretch a little bit, and then I will scour the chat and see what you guys have to say. Alrighty, let's get one more question in here. What do we got? Okay, let's answer that one. That's kind of interesting to talk about. If Ninjago wasn't owned by Lego, would a lot more people watch it than the people that watch it now? Yeah, actually, I think it would. I think one of Ninjago's biggest restrictions is that it's a Lego property, which it's never going to be not a Lego property. It was made by Lego, it's a Lego original. Ninjago, though, as a concept, if it wasn't Lego, I think would work, it would still work, you know? Lego doesn't take up Ninjago's identity. Ninjago is a Lego property, but it's not reliant on Lego. The Ninjago story is fantastic in its own way, that if it were to not be a Lego series, I think it would have, a much larger audience for one. Maybe it would have more reach, but it would also be still just as good in my opinion, you know? I think Lego has a certain charm to it, but the Ninjago series, in my opinion, does not rely on the Lego property, if that makes sense. It does not rely on Lego's company. So, yeah, maybe if it wasn't a Lego show, maybe it would have more of a reach. I can see where that's coming from. And with that being said, guys, that'll pretty much conclude today's stream here today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's go over our streaming schedule one last time before we conclude today's live stream. As usual, we stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I can't stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab, as per usual. And let's find my end screen. There we go. And let's get some hugs in the chat. Several of you guys have already kicked that off for me. Thank you very much for starting that up. You guys are awesome. I will give you guys 6 hugs, 1 for each ninja. So thank you so much for tuning into today's stream, you guys. I hope you had fun today. Hopefully the stream was enjoyable to, listen to and hang out or whatever. Apologies, I'm still very sick, so if today's stream was a little weird, that's probably why. Hopefully I'll get better tomorrow. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys being there. You guys have always been awesome to me, and hopefully you guys stay awesome. It's always great to talk to you guys, always fun to hang out. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. That'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Same time tomorrow for another stream. If I'm feeling a little better tomorrow, we might do a tier list or something else, some other type of activity tomorrow. No promises though, just kind of depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow. So until then, I will catch you guys later. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and thank you so much for tuning into today's stream. You guys are awesome, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.